What is going on, YouTube? King Reggie back on Madden 18. Today, I'm bringing you the next part of my single back wing slot scheme. This is going to be the part 2 of the passing game. Let's get into it. Alright guys, what is going on? This is single back wing slot, part 2 of my passing game, and my goodness, I've literally tried to make this video, I'm not even exaggerating, probably 5 or 6 times, and literally every time something goes wrong. So if I keep looking at my computer and you notice me not paying attention or something, that is because every time I try to make this video, I've made other videos a ton, but I try to make this one and something goes wrong. My computer's, I don't know. For some reason, this video doesn't want to get made, but we're going to try to push through it one more time. So, in my last video, it was a while ago, single back wing slot, really, I think a really good formation. It has a super good stretch, a good dive. That was what the first video went over. My last video went over PA fork, jet 6 drive wheel, and PA boot left. Really good plays. Today we'll be going over PA flanker drive, PA post shot, and inside cross. So we're going to start off with PA flanker drive. Okay, we're going to start against cover 3. I want to just go over a few things quickly. Basically, I get a lot of comments on my videos, just like, how do you get your ultimate team roster onto practice mode, This isn't an ultimate team roster. I create Mike Vick, create Randy Moss, create guys, put guys on defense to match up against stats with real people you'll play online. So that Randy Moss, I just went on Mutthead, gave him all the stats from the actual Moss card, the 98 overall Moss card in my ultimate team. CJ2K, upgrade all the stats. Mike Vick, same thing. So that is how I get the players in here. The other thing I wanted to go over is, with these plays in particular, a lot of these plays rely on a user in the middle of the field, and it's sometimes hard to, I'll put a drag on the field to try to pull down the user so I can hit something over his head. When you're in practice mode, it's really hard to do that, obviously, so sometimes I will man people up, just be like, this is what it's going to look like if the user reacts that way. So I just want to go over those two things quick. So, this play, I really like. Basically, the route that you're looking at is that Z route up the middle of the field by Julio Jones. How I set it up, we're going against cover 3 first. We'll put cloud flats on the field. How I set it up, I drag Moss. And in a lot of the game, this gameplay footage that I'm using is from like a week and a half ago. So I have changed a little bit. Now what I like to do is I drag Moss and then drag Rudolph also. Or I'll put him on like a square in. In my footage, I'm going to show you guys, I have them staying on that out route. If you prefer that, that is totally fine. I just want more things in front of the user to try to pull him down to hit this Jones route. Now, I want to show you first against cover 3, what we're looking for against cover 3 if they are not using a linebacker, if they're using a DN for some reason, is you're looking for the little space in between the two linebackers. It's going to open up, and you're going to low ball it right in between there. Let's take a look. Boom. And right there, in between them, in front of the safety, just low ball works really well. Now I want to show you, set it up the exact same way. So block your running back, drag Moss, drag Rudolph, look for that Julio Jones route. I'm going to man up their linebacker on Moss here just to show you, okay, he gets sucked down by the drag. And then watch how open this Z route is in the middle of the field. He sucks down on the drag. Now that hole opens up like that. So that's what we're really trying to do. We're trying to get his user to suck down. Now let's say the user doesn't suck down. He's going to stay back, stay over the top. Now we're just going to hit our drag. Whichever drag is open, boom, hit the drag, pick up 4 or 5 yards. Then the next time you run it, he's going to come down the drag, hit it over the top. I want to show you guys quickly against cover 2. Then we'll get into the first gameplay footage. Okay, here we go, guys. Cover 2. Middle linebacker in a deep blue. Blocker running back, drag and drag. Drag tight end, drag the outside receiver. All we're looking to do, exact same setup, is try to hit the Z route right in front of that middle linebacker, right in that hole. Boom, hold on. I really like to low ball throw this. Yeah, low ball throw it. Watch for the user underneath of it if they're playing the drags. If not, if they user hit the drags. Let's look at the first clip. Okay guys, there was actually a man blitz, and I set it up the exact same way, double drag, block our running back, and we're just hitting that zero. As you can see, it works against man coverage, works against cover 2, works against cover 3. Let's look at the next clip. Okay, so that one I really wanted to include because the user kind of sits underneath the post route. So he doesn't play it perfectly, but he does do a pretty good job of sitting underneath. So what I did there is I high ball throwed it over his head. Now that will be super hard to recreate in practice mode because I'd have to have 2 guys and it just wouldn't work great, but I will try to show you that. I'll try to throw one high ball here and just show you it does work. Boom, and we'll just high ball right there, right over the middle of the field. Little off target, but if they are underplaying you and you don't want to take the drag, you can highball it in that little hole, get it right over the user's head. Let's look at the next clip. Okay, there we go. The user kind of sat on the drags, low ball. Actually, I will move it up to the red zone because I do really like this play around the 15-20 yard line. And with low ball, guys, it's just such a hard play for the computer and users to make. If you get a good low ball in there, like here they might even be playing hard flats. Let's go against hard flats one time. Boom, middle of the field, boom. See, even there, the safety's in a really good spot. If I just throw a normal ball there, that's probably picked. But because it's a low balls are so glitchy, I'm able to squeeze it in. Okay, let's look at the last clip. Okay, boom, that was 3rd and 16, man coverage, Z route, hit it. Guys, that route is what makes this play. Obviously, there's plays where I just hit the drag and stuff, but I don't want to show that. I want to show the main meat of the play, and then obviously the checkdowns, drags, take those if they're there. If it's covered, obviously take the drags, but I'm not going to show you footage of me just taking drags. So guys, let's look at the next play. It is going to be PA post shot. Now, this play I really love against cover 3. It does work against cover 4, cover 2, but cover 3 is where it just really, really plays well. So, how I set this play up, I like to run this play with the double tight side to the short side of the field. Give me the deep crosser by Olsen to the wide side. So what I do, I'll put Jones, the circle route, on an out route. I'm going to streak Moss, and I'm going to put Rudolph on a drag. Now, I also like to block my running back just to cancel play action, but you can keep play action if you want. Now, against cover 3, this works every single time. This route gets wide open. Against cover 2 and cover 4, it's a bit more of a read. So, let's go over it one time. Boom. Cover 3, we're just looking for this X route, and it is going to get wide open in front of the deep blue and behind cloud flats every single time. I'll run it one more time, same setup. So drag Rudolph, out route Jones, streak Moss, cancel play action. We'll put cloud flats on the field. As you can see, boom, look for that deep crosser. If I have time in the pocket, hit it right there, boom. Every time it's gonna be open, guys. Now, let's go look at cover 2 real quick. Okay, guys, now cover 2, middle linebacker in a deep blue. This play is a read play now. If you see cover 2, you can't just blind throw it because for whatever reason, I think that's the alignment of the crossing route. The cloud flat doesn't react the same way. A lot of the time, he will sit back on that crossing route. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to try to force it in. Boom. And oh, he kind of sits back and he doesn't come right down for whatever reason. So yeah, if I see cloud flats, I'm going to automatically check it down for the 5 yards, whatever, take the drag, not a big deal, it's all good. But, so we'll run it once, cloud flats, boom, take a drag, pick up 5-6 yards, you can throw it later, that's fine. Now, if you can get them to play hard flats, this is going to work every single time. It's going to absolutely eat against hard flats, cover 4 or cover 2. So that PA fork hitting your drags, that's going to force people to play hard flats. If they're playing hard flats, cover 2, cover 4, cover 3. throw this play, it is going to get absolutely wide open for 20, 30, 40 yards against hard flats every single time. So cover 3 clouds, you can throw this. If they're running crossfire, anything like that, cloud flats, throw this. Cover 2, cover 4, if they're playing hard cloud flats, dump it down. If they play play cloud flats, dump it down. If they play hard flats, hit that against any coverage. It is going to absolutely eat. Let's take a look at the first clip. Okay guys, as you can see on that clip, it was cover 3. I'm going to show you guys 3 clips. They are all against cover 3. Exact same setup. Drag Rudolph, out route Jones, streak Moss. Now we'll put cloud flats on the field. Try to hit this one more time, and then I'm just going to show you the 2 other plays real quick. Boom. Right there, and then throw that right in that hole, just like that. Eats against cover 3, like I said, and then hard flats, throw this route. If they're spamming hard flats, which a lot of good players do, they love hard flats, come out, dump it over their head. Let's look at the last 2 clips quick. Boom, there you go. 2nd and 11, wide open along the sideline for a 20, 25-yard gain. Cover 3 eats against it. Let's look at the last clip. Boom. Again, late in the half, trying to drive on the guy, he's literally wide open, my tight end. Rack catch for about another 20 yards. So, guys, that is the play. Destroys cover 3. I wanted to show you guys one quick thing. If someone is... this is another variation of the play that I've been kind of messing around with, but I just haven't figured out how exactly to run it while including it in my other offense. So it's the exact same setup, or in this case, you could even drag Jones, whatever. But what it is if you motion this route out, it is going to get open against every coverage. Cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cloud flats, it's going to get behind them. But the thing is, it's very different than all the other plays I show you. Have double tight end. So you'd have to figure out a few more plays if you really like this setup that has that tight end motion that you could include. So it's just not a dead giveaway. When you motion him out, he's running this play, they'll just user it. But if you can figure out something, guys, look at this. This is cover 2, hard flats, and this tight end is going to get wide open right there. Boom. Against cover 3, cover 4, cover 2. So, like I said, you can set it up however you want. But if you motion this Olsen out and put a drag to that side of the field, it is going to get wide open against cover 2, cover 4, and obviously cover 3. So we'll run it one more time for you just to show you another wrinkle. You guys can figure out how exactly you want to use it, but there you go. Boom. In between the corner and the safety. There you go. Let's look at the last play, inside cross. Okay, guys, this is what inside cross looks like. Base, and this is where I really like to run it. About 15 yards and into the end zone. The route I'm really looking at is that hook route by Rudolph. What I like to do, only adjustment I make, is I block my running back. Now, what this play does is I really like to try to get their user to bite down on one of these drags, which are more likely to do inside the 10-yard line. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hit that hook route right in between them. It actually happens quite often. People just don't really ever see this route. So they're not used to using it. They don't like just sitting in the middle of the field. Most people don't do that as a user. So I'm going to reenact that a little bit just by manning up the middle linebacker on this drag route here. Just to reenact, like I said, what a user might do and what you're trying to get the user to do. There's going to be 2 drags, and then that hole is going to open up right there, and we're just going to lowball it. So I'm going to show you one time what it looks like without the linebacker and the hook girl manned up. He usually will sit down on Rudolph, so then you just have to be willing to take your drag. Boom. Oh, he doesn't actually there, so we're going to take it. So that's without him manned up. That's just a normal hook curl, and even they get distracted by the drag. So that's what you really want to hit on this play. It's just a quick play I really like in the red zone. Let's look at the first clip. So on that play, you can see the user's in the middle of the field. Then he sees that drag and absolutely bolts down to it. I catch it down to the 2 and I actually fumble, but that's fine. We're just trying to show you how the plays actually work, not necessarily the, you know what I mean? Like, this is what happens to users. I want to show you guys that this play is actually going to affect the user. I fumbled there. That's going to happen every once in a while. That has no effect on the actual play, how it works. Let's go to the next clip. Okay, there, I actually got down to the 1 yard line, and that was actually a pretty bad read. But once again, a low ball throw over the middle. I love low balls. And even if, I'll throw it one more time, even if they sit on it good, boom, low balls just make it so freaking difficult for the computer to react to it. Let's look at the last clip. The last clip is more in the middle of the field. I'll try to throw it once. It's not super consistent, and it's just this post route. Now, I don't love this. I threw it here and I included it, but I honestly wouldn't throw this very often. Every once in a while you can. Boom, throw the post on break right there. I was able to fit it in. It's a decent change-up, something that's totally different than the rest of the plays that you can include, but I more use this inside the 12, inside the 15, that little hook, sit down in between the zones, get you in the end zone, get you down to the 1-2 yard line, guys. So guys, that is a passing game for SingleBack Wing Slot. That is 6 passing plays, 2 running plays that I really love, and then the next video is going to be 1 play touchdowns against cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cover 6, cover 9. So I have 1 play touchdowns against all that. Really good passing plays that attack all areas of the field. Really good run plays. And then if you watch my channel, I love trips tight end. This is in the Patriots book. Still have trips tight end that you can go to whenever you want, guys. So I really love this formation. This is probably the formation when I'm playing weekend league. I use probably the 2nd or 3rd most behind trips tight end. So guys, stay tuned for the next video. And the other thing I wanted to say is just thank you guys for the support. Almost at 130 subs as I record this video. Literally like 2 weeks ago I was at like 50. Like it's going crazy right now. The support is awesome. And the other thing I want to say is if there's any formation, guys, it doesn't have to be Patriots. It doesn't have to have trips tight end in it. Any formations you want me to go over, leave it in the comment section. I'll take a look, and if it's a good formation that I don't know about or whatever, I will make a video really similar to this. I'll show the running plays, the passing plays. I'll find 1 play touchdowns in. So if it's your favorite formation and you want me to take a look at it and see how I would run it, leave that in the comment section below, guys. That is SingleBack Wing Slot. That is part 2 of the passing game. I am King Reggie, and I am out.